December 28th of 2024 marked the most important decision of my life. My name is Jack Catanzarite. I started CatChat about 6 months ago. And I'm originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Born and raised there. Went to high school in the city of Pittsburgh, went to college there. My whole life has been the North. I haven't stepped foot in any other state. I graduated with a master's in physician assistant studies. I work down here now in spine surgery. And the decision to move down to where I am now, I could not have done without the help of parents and friends. Mainly because I was giving up everything. My friends, my job connections, knowing the city as a whole. But I got to a point where I was saying to myself every night, there's just nothing left for me here. Not that I didn't appreciate where I'm from. I envy not being there. I want to go back as much as I can. But a CMU professor, a college in Pittsburgh, told me at a business camp in high school, he said, you got to get out of Pittsburgh. There's more to it. There's more to achieve. There's more to experience than being in the city that you're in the rest of your life. And so I made the decision halfway through college that I'm going to move to a different state. I'm down here in the state of Florida, sunshine, a little cold, complete 180 to where I was 2 years ago. When I moved down here, I didn't have a plan. I didn't even take a job initially where I am. My first job, which I accepted, was in West Virginia. I worked side jobs all through that winter after I graduated with a certification as a professional PA. And I kept applying. Ended up getting the job down here in Florida, and I took it straight away. Moved down here in a matter of 2 months. Once I got dropped off and moved in and was by myself, it didn't feel exposed. I didn't feel trapped or alone. I just felt like I did it. Like I made this decision and I went through with it. Fortunately, I had a friend who had moved down here a year before me, and I was able to meet all of his friends. And it was just an easy transition because it's hard to meet friends. It's hard to put yourself out there and be someone completely new again. But again, that friend group was far from where I am. I still had to introduce myself to people in my work and everyday living in the city that I'm in. Now, that has quickly changed, and I've learned a lot of things through just the communication of those around me, but also an important lesson of being able to join communities that you thought that you never would. I love public speaking. That's half of the reason why I wanted to do this channel. Random thoughts, random ideas, throw them out on a screen, and hopefully have those who listen and watch enjoy it. But I could not have done it without a friend of mine recommending joining a public speaking group. In that public speaking group, I was exposed to a variety of experts and beginners and just a great company of people who want to be better. The first speech I gave there, I'm standing in a group of maybe 20 or 30 people, And I took the stage or the stand away from myself, and I'm standing there, and I just feel exposed. I feel weak. I feel vulnerable for the first time. And after I finished the speech, after hard work and continuous repetition and practice, a standing ovation, I felt great. I felt like I was supposed to be there. And after a few months being in this group, I started to meet some very young-minded, hardworking people. People that I feel like myself when I look in the mirror. And this is just off of a whim. Hey, you should try this group. And so I did. And man, it's been one of the best decisions that I've made down here. Not only from a personable level, but from a work, business-minded level. I know what I want from both sides of the coin. I know what I can accomplish. And a lot of it comes down to just pulling the trigger on half the stuff. The worst phrases in the dictionary are, I would have, I should have, I could have done this, instead of just doing it. Just taking the jump. People say that the majority of work on projects is not the 99%, it's the last 1% that takes the longest. You can think of, I'm going to start this YouTube channel, I'm going to build this robot, I'm going to start this experiment, and plan everything else and just not succumb to it or not get yourself to the point of, I'm going to do it. And that's the hard part with people. That's the hard part with taking these jumps like I did, moving to a completely different state, completely different job, completely different friend group, starting completely new hobbies. And it's been a growing experience. It's been great. It's been life-changing. Not that I've done anything that has put me over the edge, but looking back at what I've been able to do over the last year and a half, I listened to myself explain this on a video, and I said to myself, I did that. I never thought I would be able to. The most important lesson, though, the one that sticks with me every day, is it doesn't matter where you are or who your friend group is or how hard you work, because you're always going to try to find the worst possible thing in that moment in time. And I have a very tough past with losing young cousins at 20, 21, and 15. And the best part of my day is waking up and driving to work and being able to see that another sunrise has lifted, knowing that I woke up for another day to achieve what I want to achieve. And I don't take that for granted. There's a lot of things that have taken a huge chunk of my day, including scrolling through TikTok or playing video games, watching Netflix. And I do appreciate that. I do entertain myself with that. But I found myself performing these hobbies so much that they've taken up a majority of my time, my life. And I do find the time to intermesh the two. Although some top entrepreneurs may say it all has to be all work, but it's finding that balance. It's finding a sense to move forward, a sense to be alive and appreciate each day. A lot of us are stuck in these 9-to-5 jobs, in these little cubicles, doing work that we don't want to do, going out on the weekends, drinking, being hungover, doing the same thing over again. And although it is fun to drink and it is fun to go out and party, but it's also fun to be successful. It's fun to make a change in your community, in the people around you, because it bleeds off of you, that hard work, that personality. And that's why life is so important, why life is so precious. Neil deGrasse Tyson says the odds of you being born are so expansive, so existential that it's almost like you won the lottery. So enjoy the sunrise, enjoy the starry nights, and the flowers from the ground, and the food that you eat, and the people that you meet, and just live. A lot of us live through the eyes of others, worried about what we are being perceived as. But maybe they're doing the same to you. And yet we're in this constant cycle of this person doesn't like me or that person doesn't like me. For those listening, for those who are stuck in these ruts, but what to do next, it's too late. It's not too late. You're not in a rut. You just have to plan. You just have to believe, and you just have to pursue. Make that move, like you may see around me. Change that job, start that hobby, and just work on it every single day. Be the main character of your story. Take hold of the opportunities that arise for you. And enjoy the serendipitous moments. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know who's going to inspire you, who's going to love you, who's going to change you. For those listening, I believe in every single one of you. I hear you. I'm proud of you. And I can't wait to see where life takes me next. Thank you.